Hey guys, welcome back. It's time for June favorites. I always love doing favorites videos so much because I feel like you guys like it, and I always like watching other people's videos because I feel like I get good recommendations from them. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get into this. I have a few random things, some beauty stuff, and I have a few things I didn't like in June. So if you wanna see what I have, just keep watching. So the first thing I'm going to mention is a channel that I've been watching for quite some time, and it's not a beauty channel, but I've just really grown to love this girl and her attitude and just everything about her channel. And every time I watch one of her videos, I come away with something. So her name is Michelle B, and it's spelled with a U, M-U-C-H-E-L-L-B. I think I'll link it and put it down below. But the video that I watched that actually prompted me to want to put this in a favorites video was called How to Train Yourself to Be More Positive. And I feel like she's pretty young, but she's really wise for her age. I don't know how old she is, but her videos are all around 6 minutes or less. So it's not a lot of time invested. And I don't even know how I came across her channel. I feel like she's more of a minimalist, and I'm not a minimalist. But it's all about positivity and how to simplify your life and motivate yourself and how to get out of a rut and that kind of thing. And I feel like we could all use that sometimes, and I just have really liked her channel, so I wanted to shout that out and give that to you guys, and maybe you can get something from her channel too. So I'm going straight into something I didn't like because it's home related. I didn't want to get into the beauty stuff right away, but it's this Chesapeake Bay candle in sea salt vanilla. And I picked it up from Target because they have a whole Chesapeake Bay line there, and it smelled really good in the jar. And my friend Melanie had burned a really great Chesapeake Bay candle, but she got it online. So maybe their line for Target is different, but there was no throw to this candle. And I mean, we burned it pretty much halfway down, and it was just like nothing. You couldn't smell it in the house. So I really don't even know how we got halfway down with it. But yeah, that candle was a big old huge fail for me. So I'm gonna go into a positive candle this month and last month because this is actually my second time purchasing this. And Bath & Body Works is really kind of hit or miss for me, but this one was a hit. And I really wish I could remember the phrase that Brooke used, my daughter, and it was like, this candle is filling my nostrils with heavenly goodness or something like that. And it really is a great candle. And it is their Cool Off Watermelon Lemonade candle. So that's what it looks like right now when I got it over mail order, because they had a special on their candles. But the first time I got it, it was in this really, really pretty jar, but it just smells so good. Watermelon lemonade. I don't know, but it doesn't make your house smell too fruity. It's just a really great scent. I love it. I highly recommend this candle if you haven't tried it. So now I'm gonna mention a show. If you follow me on social media, you know I was really into The Handmaid's Tale. It's on Hulu, but they're doing a 30-day free trial. I think it's still going on. Check, but if you haven't seen it, you know, everybody's been saying it's the best show on TV for a reason. It was really good. There's only 10 episodes. You can get through it really fast, but it was incredible, and I can't wait till the next season. So catch that. It's just really good. Okay, so now let's get into more beauty type stuff. The first beauty thing I'm gonna recommend is this wet brush. And I got the square version because I was thinking that I might use it to dry my hair. No, I can't dry my hair with it. It doesn't work quite like that. I really genuinely use it to brush my hair out. After I towel dry it, put all my styling products in, I just take this and brush through my hair. It gets out all the knots so easily. So my daughter has been using the traditional oval version that they have. I think she has 3 of them around the house. She's been using that since I feel like they started making them. Before they carried them at Target, you could only get them, I don't even know where you could get them. But she's been using those for the longest time because she had this wavy, tangly hair, and it was just really hard to brush out when it was wet. And they work like a charm. I don't know why I never thought to get myself one. But I'm one that really doesn't like using a wide tooth comb either because it still is knotty. I'm only sorry that it took me so long to finally pick one up for myself. I don't know why I can't go into the negatives at the end like normal people, but I just throw them in. However, positive, negative, whatever. So I had gotten this a while back, this Vaseline Intensive Care Spray moisturizer, 2 times more moisturizers to help heal very, very dry skin. and it is an aerosol spray lotion, really. And you put it on post shower or anytime your skin feels dry, and then you rub it into your skin. I really just didn't like it. The smell smelled very chemically to me, and I found it made whatever surface I was on very, very slippery. So I either had to use it in the bathtub or I had to use it in the shower and then run the shower again and rinse it out. It was just a lot of trouble. So I'm a big fan of the Jergens Wet Skin Moisturizer. I've mentioned the regular one and the self-tanning one in different favorites videos. I think those are fantastic. In shower moisturizers. No rinsing necessary, no extra step. I'm all about saving time when I take a shower, and this just didn't do it for me. I did not like this at all. Okay, if you follow me on social media, you know there is no way these were not gonna be in my favorites. The NARS liquid blushes. Ugh, these are so great. I have never really been one for liquid and cream blushes. I just always feel like when you have combination / oily skin, a lot of times they leave kind of a texture on the skin. They don't necessarily make my skin look textured, but they just leave kind of an extra creamy, not greasy feeling, just kind of a, I don't know, a feeling on the skin. If you have oily combination skin, you know what I mean. These don't. These apply like a dream. You need less than a pump for both cheeks. They drop out, and that was less than a pump. They're very liquidy and they rub into the skin. Gorgeous. That one is the Orgasm that I just did, by the way. So you can see how that's blending in to my hand, and it blends in quickly, and you have enough time to work with it, but once it dries down, it sets to your skin texture. Like, you can't tell it's on your face. I have put them on over powders, on top of my skin, on top of my foundation. They work no matter what I do. I've blended them in with my fingertips, with a sponge, with a brush. If I could have asked for the perfect liquid blush, this would be it. So I'll just swatch really quickly the Torrid, which is the other one. And if you're not following me on Instagram, go check me out over there, because I do have swatches of both of these on there. And of course that is much thicker than I would put it on my cheek. But yeah, I mean, they're just gorgeous. And you know, you can really make them as intense or as subtle as you want. And there's no glitter, just a lovely healthy sheen. And I've been wearing these a ton, and you know, I think they're $30, but like I said, you don't even need a full pump for both cheeks. These are gonna last forever. These are completely worth the money, easy to use, gorgeous. This month I tried out a new line of skincare from Perricone MD. It's their H2 Elemental Energy line. I'll just read you a little bit about it really quickly. It's supposed to be intensely hydrating, luxurious, lightweight to help you go beyond radiance to achieve skin that looks and feels truly healthy. It's powered by hydrogen, and it rapidly penetrates the surface layers of the skin with a boost of hydrating vitality so that your skin looks re-energized and radiant. So they sent me the 4 products to try. I'm not affiliated in any way. I do have a promo code below for a free $20 deluxe sample of the Cloud Cream with a $50 purchase. But I don't get anything if you click on that. It's just something for you guys. So there's a Cloud Cream, which is a moisturizer, and there is a hydrating booster serum and an eye cream and this firming foam mask, which if you've seen any of the oxygen facial masks that bubble up, that's really the concept of this. It's one of those goofy looking bubble masks. And I've used all the products, and I have to say they're really good products as far as plumping and hydrating and moisturizing the skin in a deep way without making me greasy. So I'm just showing you this Cloud Cream really quickly. It's just kind of light and bouncy. It's not heavy. It almost feels cooling on the skin. And I liked the eye cream because it was hydrating, and I could use it by itself sometimes, like in the morning as my morning eye cream, or sometimes I would mix it in with my treatment eye cream just for a little bit more hydration. So I feel like there's different ways you could use this line in conjunction with what you're using or on your own. It looks like it's on sale right now, so I just want to let you guys know that if you were interested in it, but I know a lot of people are interested in getting extra hydration and things like that. So I wanted to let you know that the link is down below for the $20 for the free deluxe sample of the cloud cream, and I will link you directly to the products if you are interested in checking those out and seeing what this line is all about. But I really did enjoy using them. They felt good on my skin, and they made my skin feel more plump and more hydrated, which is what it's supposed to do. I think it was my May BoxyCharm when Pure sent these beauty sponges, and this one has been used. I'm sorry. Anyway, I was really excited. Brooke and I did that BoxyCharm, and she kept one, I kept the other two, and it's not good. It is so firm. You know, I thought, okay, it's a great size compared to the regular Beauty Blender, and then it has that flat end. That's great. I don't know if you can tell how dense that is. It's so dense, there's like no bounce to the skin whatsoever. It's just, no. I felt like it was slamming it on my skin when I was doing my foundation. So I really just did not like these sponges at all. These were just a bust, and it was such a cute little set too, in these pretty Easter colors. Maybe it was April. But anyway, I was disappointed in these. So these are from Pure, and had high hopes for these, but these were a no-go as far as beauty sponges go. Okay, I'm down to the last three products, and they are all things that I liked this month. No more dislikes this month. Actually, I take that back. I have one more, and I'll do it after this positive. So I bought the Tarte brow powder, which I've actually heard really good things about. I just was not really into brow powders. I normally use my NYX Micro Brow or Anastasia Brow Wiz. I've just really never looked at brow powders. Well, we got that brow powder set in the June BoxyCharm, and I kind of liked it. So I thought, I'm gonna get that Tarte brow powder because Melanie over on Mr. Kong's mom has raved about it. I think they have it in gray, and she has gray hair, and so it really works for her, but she swears that, you know, it builds your eyebrow hairs and that kind of thing. So I got the color medium brown, which is not a shade I would normally get because I normally wear taupe in every brow product that I have. But Tarte doesn't have a taupe in this. I think the next shade up is blonde, and it was a really kind of warm shade, which is not the color of my brows. So I just use this with a really light hand and an angled brush, and I use it kind of sparingly. I find you really don't need a lot, and it does give your eyebrows some volume and fill them out in a really natural way. It lasts all day. I really, really, really like this, and I'm glad I got it. The next thing I'm going to mention, I don't have it anymore because I already returned it, is the Milk Makeup Blur Stick. So I mentioned that to you guys in a haul, I think, that I got it, and I wanted to give you an update on it. After trying it out for a little bit, I just didn't like it. I feel like it's really hit or miss for people. People either absolutely love it or it just doesn't work for them. And for me, I was one of those that it just didn't work for me. I just found that everywhere I used it got really shiny really quickly during the day. So while it may have been a great pore filler, it kind of defeated the purpose when I was having to blot about 50 times a day. So it went back. So the next two I'm actually really excited about, and I have them both on today. I hope you can see the blush because I think I went kind of subtle, but it's hard to tell how it comes off with the lights on. The Sonia Kashuk blush in Melon is what Brooke got me in the Daughter Does My Makeup, Buys My Makeup and Does My Makeup tag. And it is so pretty. I love it, and I've had it on in a few of my social media posts, and it just looks really nice. I mean, there's the swatch. It's just so hard to tell. Blush swatches, you know how they're going to come out, but it still looks good on the swatch. It's really just a pretty, really good spring summer blush in a perfect color. So if you have not tried Sonia Kashuk's blushes, I couldn't get that out. If you haven't tried Sonia Kashuk's blushes, I would pick one up, and I like, it's kind of got this magnetic closure. I don't know why these aren't talked about more. It lasts all day on me. It looks really pretty. It's creamy and smooth. I mean, it's a powder, but it's just a smooth, silky powder. So I really like that. I have loved that this month. You know how when you're in Sephora and the girls ask you if you need help, and you always tell them, no thanks, I'm just looking Well, I almost told the Sephora girl the other day that I didn't need any help, and then I thought, you know, no, I do need help, because I was looking at the NARS Orgasm lipstick as a replacement for one of my favorite lipsticks of all time. It was Laura Mercier Pink Dawn, and she discontinued it a while back. I bought a couple of backups. I'm on my last backup now. You know, it makes me sad because I've still not found a dupe of it. This is the Melon Blush. Here's Pink Dawn, and it's just this peachy pink shimmer, but it's really creamy. It's not your typical shimmer that leaves gold flecks behind. So that's what it looks like in the bullet. And I don't even know how many tubes of this I've gone through. I was looking at the NARS Orgasm lipstick. The shade of it looked pretty close, but I don't like the way when it wears down, it leaves those little specks of glitter. I don't know why they do that. So I asked the girl if they had a similar color, but in a creamier formula that didn't leave the speckles of glitter when it started to wear down. So she went on a hunt through the whole store for me and brought back all these lipsticks, and none of them were even close. Of course, I did tell her about the Laura Mercier Pink Dawn too. None of them were even close, but one of the ones that she brought me was this Marc Jacobs lipstick in Eat Cake. And this is in the new Nudes Sheer Lip Gel formula. I have the kind that are in the black package, but I've never tried this one. And so this is what it looks like in the tube, which isn't that great. It doesn't look that special. It doesn't have any sheen or anything to it. So if you look at it next to the Pink Dawn, they're definitely not dupes. But I put it on the back of my hand and I was like, this is really pretty. So I did end up getting it, and it's what's on my lips today. So this is it. And I have worn this maybe 4 or 5 times since I got it. I kind of can't stop wearing it. It makes my lips feel so good. It's really creamy and it wears really, really well. Almost every time I've worn it, I have gotten complimented on something about my face. Like, oh, you look so pretty today, or I love your lipstick, or you just look so fresh today. It's kind of weird. There's something about this lipstick that's magical. So it is Marc Jacobs Eat Cake in the new Nudes collection, and I love it. It's not a dupe for my Pink Dawn. If any of you know of a dupe for this color, and it's not as coral as it looks. So if you look at what I have on my lips here, which is this is the Pink Dawn. So it's just it's a peachy pink. So if any of you know of a dupe for that, I would greatly appreciate it, because I feel like I've been looking for one for years now and I haven't found one. And this is gonna run out and I'm gonna be with nothing. But anyway, in the meantime, this has been just a nice find that I probably never would have tried otherwise, because in the tube, I feel like it doesn't look the same. You know, like I never would have tried this, because to me, it just looks kind of like a boring brown pink rose color. So I'm really glad she showed me this option, and that is it for my June favorites. I feel like that was kind of a lot between the favorites and the not favorites, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you're not following me on my social media, I am pretty active on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. I'll put that on the screen and down below. And if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you here on a regular basis. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.